we stopped by Barnettis Arcade that just had its grand opening. We chatted with Zach Trinetti, the owner. So here we are at Barnettis Arcade, a brand new arcade here to Chatham-Kent, and we got the owner here, Zach Trinetti, who is just, probably literally doing a happy dance after he started his opening week. So Zach, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, right away, I just want to thank you guys for coming out, the community. It's been a great response so far, and from what we've heard, it's what Chatham needs.
Absolutely. So I got to start to ask you, where did the name Barnettis start from? I know your last name's Trinetti, so there's got to be a story behind it.
Yeah, there's a funny story. Basically, when me and my buddy that I do a lot of this stuff with, we were trying to figure out what would be a good name. You can't use Barcade because it's trademarked. In the States, some guys got it locked down. We don't want to use just Trinetti's because that honestly sounds like an Italian restaurant or something like that, and that's not what this place is. So basically, we took bar, we took Netti, Barnettis.
I love it.
No one said a bad thing yet. So.
No, and again, you're the first of its kind. If you're watching this, probably around my age or whatnot, we used to have a place called The Wheels Inn.
Yes.
And it had
been there many times.
Okay, so
I'm not that young.
Okay.
I've been there.
It was one of our favorite places to go. There was always something to do. You could go on rides, you could play video games, and then when they sold it and turned it into the Bradley Center, there was nothing. So this is a great thing. So this has to be a reason why you must have started it. So why don't you tell us the story why Barnettis came to town?
Well, it's kind of funny. Real quick on that note is like, so many people have been in here. They're like, "Is this game the one from the Wheels?" No, none of the games are actually from the Wheels. We have some of the titles because they are classics, but yeah, basically. Why I started this and what it's about is there's nothing for Chatham here, right? I mean, it is what it is. Adults need fun, kids need fun. Video games are one of those, you can have fun from 1 to 99. It's one of those things. And we have stuff from the 70s up to the 2000s, so there's something here for everyone, okay? And we got alcohol. So after 8 o'clock, family hours are done. It's adults only in here for the kids inside of us all. Currently with restrictions, we're closed. Last call with every other bar that's in town. As with everybody in Ontario, we have to do our last call at 11, but we're open till 11:30 every night.
Okay, that's great. And it's great that you got some of our local brewers here. We got some Sons of Kent over there.
We got them all.
You got them all, which is great. So we're definitely keeping it local, supporting
That's what we want to do with our draft. The canned beer is always going to be the big guys. That's what people want. But for the draft, I want to do something different and give more back to the community. So we got Bayside, Red Barn, and Sons of Kent all on tap here.
So as we're actually speaking, we're looking at some of the video games that are going here. We got everything from the old retro 70s and 80s games, right down to actually one of my favorites is the Dance Dance Revolution machine over there.
Yeah.
So what was one of your favorite things about putting, not a barcade, but the Barnetti Arcade?
One of my favorite things was the last day we moved the machines up. That was one of my favorite things. But honestly, I have quite a collection at home. Just been in the arcade business for a little while now, and this is a great place for everybody to enjoy these machines that would be sitting in storage until we sold them, and so on. So basically, my favorite part of this whole experience is what's happening right now. People coming through the door, smiles on everyone's faces. We haven't had any complaints, knock on some wood here. Everybody's been happy with the experience that they've been provided so far.
That's great.
And that's what we want to keep up.
And this is actually my first time in here. I have a couple of friends who are from the Windsor area, and they said, this is exciting for Chatham-Kent because we've all grown up here. So the one thing I think that's been kind of on everyone's mind, like during grand opening week, you said everything was success. How are you keeping up with cleanliness of obviously having to wipe down machines and everything? It's obviously before COVID, that was always something we'd have to worry about. Now it's it's a double standard now.
So, and that is a big part of our business. We are keeping that on lock because obviously we don't want a good thing to end. So right off the hop, with the mask policy and everything, it's very standard like any other restaurant. Our tables are spaced 2 meters apart. If you're sitting down and drinking and eating, you don't need a mask. If you're walking around, you need a mask. If you're parked at a game and drinking, you don't need one. In terms of staff and cleanliness and everything, so we have sanitization stations all throughout the arcade. Patrons are welcome to wipe down their machines, but our staff, one staff member is constantly walking around, wiping everything off, especially after parties come and go and stuff like that. At our bar area, we have the seat space, and if you're not in the same party, you got to keep a couple chairs apart. We have a designated food pickup window. Everything is kosher in the way it needs to be. Obviously, when they come in, all the guests are going to sanitize and everything like that. And yeah.
So one of my favorite things is you're talking parties. Christmas season's coming, and it's a different time of year. that people are trying to figure out Christmas
Yes.
parties. So,
So-
I'm assuming you're preparing for that.
Yeah, so a note on that, our inbox is blowing up with birthday parties, Christmas parties, all that stuff. So mid-November, we're rolling out our complete party plans. That's anybody that's been emailing, they would have got the email. We're just referring them to come back to the website or contact us mid-November, because next week we'll be hashing that out. We will be offering birthday parties. You will be able to rent the whole space out, whether at night or in the morning. And go from there. Again, we're just getting the final details and pricing on that, because it's a lot of moving pieces with that. Either, because if someone wants to rent out the whole space, then we're closed to other patrons, then we have to let them know. Someone needs a section. Like I said, it's in the works. It's definitely a thing, and we will definitely be ready for some Christmas parties.
So about 2 weeks ago, you opened up for grand opening. I missed grand opening. I was out and about, but how was grand opening with
So
people
last
coming in?
weekend was our first night, was Saturday, and it was awesome. Right now we're limiting capacity to 50. We're zoned for 100, but to follow COVID regulations, we're at 50 on the indoors. Throughout the day, we hit capacity about 2.5 times, spread out. So it's been great. Sunday was great. Even Tuesday and Wednesday has been awesome. We just opened up. We already have some people coming in here for the Thursday shift as well.
That's
So
good.
we are closed Mondays. That's our day off. So you guys will have to play video games at home on Monday.
And there's no problem with picking up your Xbox One or your PS4 or the PS5 and all those things that are coming out. But Barnetti's here right down on St. Clair Street. You can't miss it. The old USB bar. It is well lit. It's got great games from, everything again, from the 70s to 80s all the way to the new stuff. So if you're looking to get your family, your friends, come on out, support local. Video games, we're back here in Chatham-Kent. And Zach, we're looking forward to seeing you guys flourish and play some good games around
I
here.
appreciate it. And just a reminder, so all our video arcade games are on free play. They're included with our admissions. Our admission prices and our hours are at barnettis.ca. Very easy to navigate. Just go into the hours and go into the admission rates. That pass will get you in here. If you're a child, tell the family hours. Adult, it'll get you all the way through. And there's something here for everyone. We've had people here on Saturday. They came back Sunday. They came back Tuesday. They haven't even got through all the games. We'll be rotating games too, so stuff won't ever get stale in here. We're going to leave this lineup for at least a month, but you'll see some titles come and go as we progress.
There you go. So if you missed it, come on out. And if you don't miss another game, you can come out a second time. So Zach, thanks for
No
joining us
problem.
today.
I appreciate you guys coming out, and thank you everyone in the community. The support's been great, and we look forward to having everyone here and putting some smiles on some people's faces.